These days, it's hard to get by without seeing a news article or getting into a conversation about artificial intelligence, and within that, generative AI technologies. Generative AI refers to online programs that use massive amounts of source data to generate new content based on user text prompts. Generative AI systems are able to generate text, answer questions, write stories or code. They can generate music, and they can generate images. With increasing use of generative AI systems, it is important to understand important legal questions concerning copyright and intellectual property rights that affect users and programmers of generative AI. A primary question to ask is whether source data being used in a generative AI system is copyrighted. Generally, for a creative work to be protected through copyright, it must be an original idea and it must be fixed in a form. Notably, a work does not need to be registered to gain copyright protection. Using a protected work without a license or the consent of the copyright owner constitutes copyright infringement. It has already been shown that certain existing generative AI systems have used copyrighted works as part of their source data. Consequently, we have seen copyright owners whose protected works were unlawfully used bring lawsuits against programmers of generative AI software. This is why it is important to assess the content being used as source data. If the source data content is a work protected through copyright, programmers need to first acquire a license from the copyright owner. An analogous situation is the use of samples in the music industry. Samples are excerpts from previously recorded and published songs. When another artist wants to use a sample, they obtain a license from the relevant rights holder. Source data in generative AI could follow a similar structure. As new technologies emerge, it is important that intellectual property rights of creators are respected and enforced. We have seen with generative AI that it can be difficult for the law to keep up and effectively be enforced due to the speed with which new technologies emerge. However, the music industry can be used as an example as a starting point in developing a system for generative AI that maintains copyright protections for creators while allowing for these new and exciting technologies to be used. For more information, visit our blog at edwardslaw.ca or reach out to one of our entertainment lawyers.